guys, Laurel Mintz here. I am the CEO and founder of Elevate My Brand. I'm so excited to be able to share my story with the ConnectHER community. As you may or may not know, Elevate My Brand is a digital marketing and experiential agency, which means we do everything in terms of developing brand footprints online and offline and how those two partner together. But I know what I'm supposed to be sharing with you today is a little bit more about my story. So I'm an LA native, Laurel from Laurel Canyon, for those of you who know the area. My dad was a hippie in the 60s, lived in a commune, the whole nine, and that's how I got my name. So actually our office is right around the corner from where I grew up. So it's a very, it was kind of like a moment of success when we moved into this building. So that was really cool. I actually went to school for law. I did my JD and my MBA at Rutgers on the East Coast. Turns out they had snow out there, which was not my favorite thing, so I came back to LA, actually came back to San Francisco, worked in a large law firm called Covington & Burling, which was very corporate transactional, M&A, and intellectual property. And about a year into my time there, I found out that my dad had stage 4 cancer. So it was a really devastating moment, but I had to move back to LA and make sure that my family could survive emotionally and financially. And luckily he survived, but I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Bassett Furniture brand. It's a large national chain out of North Carolina, and he was a partner there. So there I was at 26, totally green, and I was running a staff of 60, doing all the marketing, merchandising, buying, training, sales, all of that. But you know, I'm a pretty empowered female, so I thought, you know what, I can handle this. And you know, when these things happen in your life, you really don't have a choice. So I was kind of thrown into this world, and as I mentioned, my dad survived, he stepped back in, and then I stepped away and went after those big firm jobs again, looking for the corner office and partner track. And I was getting these great 6-figure offers, but every time I got an offer, I was like physically and viscerally nauseous. Something in the time that I had worked with my family business, something had really shifted fundamentally for me, and I was no longer a cog in someone else's wheel. I was now a business owner. So I kind of put my skill set out there in the world, and sure enough, people came to me and asked for help with building marketing plans and business models and trademarking their brands, and it just kind of started to flow. About a year went by, and I woke up one morning and I said, oh, this is my job. And that's when Elevate My Brand was officially born. I started hiring, did all my own incorporation and all my own trademark work. I have to tell you, my legal fees are really low because of it. And Elevate My Brand was born. And we are now 8 years old as of February 2017, which is very exciting. We have a team of 7, and we are all females. Being a woman is so important to me in terms of how I run my business, how I connect with people in my community. We also have our own networking group called the Tay Salon that's all community of women driven and in support of different nonprofit beneficiaries every time we do an event, which is quarterly. I also host a show called Female Founders, where we bring in entrepreneurs in the female community who are C-suite level executives and who really have amazing stories to tell, like all of the ConnectHER community of women as well. So I'm so proud of the work that we've done. I'm so proud of my team. I love that they're all women and that we have collectively come together to develop a company that we feel is so empowering to women. Obviously we work with men as well, but you know, this is really part of my mission. So I'm so honored to be a part of the ConnectHER community, and thank you so much for letting me share my story.